Hadi ya yükle. Gerçi geç yüklüyordum ya. Şurada. Buralara şimdi açalım.
I can hear the clanking of the guard's armor from here. We'd better keep away from them if we want to keep a low profile.
Hayda. Şunlarla kavga mı edeceğiz şimdi? Oo, çok hoş.
My armor is broken.
You require treatment. You're wounded.
My armor is ruined. I'm wounded. Someone
Those ranks. We need to hold in the name of those fallen.
May the enlightened be with you.
Those ranks. We need to hold in the name of those fallen. Why must I?
Yanlış başladık.
Again. When will they learn?
My armor is broken.
Direkt buraya ışınlanayım ya. Al ışınlan şuraya. Ha? Aa, yok ışınlanmıyordum.
Let's show them what we're made of. broken.
Ya bassana şunu abicim ya. Allah Allah. Tamam. Ya kaçtı deli miydi? Yeter ya. Yiyeceğimiz yer. Önce şunu yapalım.
I hear guards coming this way. We should avoid them. I don't like the idea of fighting them when they're just doing their job.
Hayda.
Is there anybody there?
Lan.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Now I'm going to have to buy some new armor. I'm wounded. dares to attack the best.
Ya nasıl bambaşka bir yer. Arkadaş şuraya daha önce gitmişim ben. Ama ışınlanamıyoruz. Şuraya çevir. Nereye gidelim?
Who's there? Let's show them what we're made of. My armor is broken.
Bassana. Şey yapamıyorum ha. Ay, ne biçim şey yapıyor. Bu kadar da
Exotic goods, trinkets from the other side of the world.
These are the people I told you about. You can trust them. They're Ludwig's friends. They'll take you somewhere safe.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your help. May the earth carry you always.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've travelled far
Tamam, burası bitti.
and wide to bring you all the wonders the world has to offer. Come and see my treasures.
Not here. The walls have it.
We'd better wait until we're in a quieter place to talk.
Exotic goods, trinkets from the other side of the world.
Devam işte.
Goods from all over the world, available at the best prices. Want to take a look?
Şimdi görev şurada. Hmm. Işınlanma yok. Ne yapacağız burada? Konuşalım.
Hello. Do you live in this village?
Well, obviously I live here. Where else should I live?
I'd like to ask you a few questions about the beast attacks that occurred some time ago.
It was the worst day of my life, and probably the worst day for everyone here. But what's it to an islander? Does the beast have something to do with you? You go ahead, ask your questions. But this all seems a bit fishy to me.
Do you know where the creature went after the attack?
Why are you all so desperate to find this monster? Isn't all the death and damage it's done enough? Do you want more? I'll tell you what I told those scholars. I don't know where it went. I didn't see anything.
Scholars?
Some fellows from the city who are asking the same questions as you. They may think they're clever, but they're idiots if you ask me. Looking for that thing means running the risk of it coming back here, and we've had enough of that, thank you very much.
We shall leave now. Thank you for your welcome.
That's it. Goodbye.
Greetings, esteemed customers. Are you looking for ingredients?
Were you here when the giant creature attacked the village?
Yes, I was here, and I'm not likely to forget it. I lost a good share of my goods that day.
We're trying to track down the beast. Do you know which way it went?
I haven't the faintest idea. I was busy trying to save myself and my shop. Everyone was shouting and racing around in a panic. It was like it was the end of the world. I ended up hiding inside a house and didn't come out until I couldn't hear anything moving outside. So, I can't really help you. But to be honest, I don't know why you want to find that monster. It's madness. But that's your business, isn't it? And if you're thinking of fighting it, you'll need potions and projectiles. Why don't you take a look at what I have in stock?
Alalım mı bunlardan abi? Belki işimize yarar.
Good day. Do you live in this village?
Yes, I've lived here all my life. Why?
Were you present during the attack of that giant creature a while back?
Unfortunately, yes. It was horrible. I still have nightmares about it.
Can you tell us what you saw? Do you know what happened to the creature?
Honestly, I'd rather not have to think back to that day. Everything was so confusing. It was dreadful. I remember I was fixing my damaged nets when I heard the first screams. Ooh, and that terrible roaring. I was so terrified that I crawled under my boat, which is probably what saved me. I peeked out every now and then, horrified by what I was hearing. I saw the monster knock some of my friends down with a single swipe as it chased after a man who jumped into a boat. When it didn't see any more movement, it headed southeast and even knocked down the arch there. Oh, it took us weeks to rebuild it and put the village back in order. And we're still mourning our dead.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Thank you for sharing your story with us. We will take our leave.
Goodbye.
Verelim. Çevikliğe gidelim ya. Yaratığı şurada arayacağız.
The poor bastard who set up this camp had no luck at all. It was right in that monster's path. We should go and have a look. Perhaps we'll find something useful.
Bunu yükseltelim mi ya? Bendeki bendeki değilmiş. Bendeki seviye 4. 12. Bunu niye kullanıyoruz lan biz o zaman?
Someone called Esser wrote about seeing a giant, monstrous, devastating creature heading towards the quarry.
We've been there before. That's where the fisherman who led us to the refuge was being held.
Sanki daha önceden var. Ne? Ha. Onardık mı?
These are definitely the Guardian's trucks, but I don't understand what it was trying to do here. There is no doubt that the Guardian was here, but it was attacked and apparently captured by Kurnaz's men, if the letters on those corpses are anything to go by.
The orders they were carrying said to bring it to a hidden cave not far from the orchard to the west. We should go there and find the entrance, because I have to admit that their interest in this creature concerns me.
Hayda. Geri mi gideceğiz şimdi de? Neyse kamptan gideriz. Hem sizle konuşacaklarım var. Benim. Aynen.
We'd better wait until we're in a quieter place to talk.
Gel hadi. Hepsinde görev var.
It's not that I don't like to talk about personal things in front of everyone, but we should wait until we're somewhere else.
Our hosts might frown on us stepping away to speak
Oğlum
in
herkes bunu
private.
konuşmak istiyor.
We'd
Buna ne?
better wait until we're somewhere else.
We'd better wait until we're in a quieter place to talk.
Not now. We'll speak when we're someplace quiet.
Not here. The walls have ears.
Hadi gidelim. İniver şuradan işte ya. Yamalı askerlerle mi çalıştıracağım?
Stop! This orchard has been requisitioned. No one may
Niye el
enter.
koydunuz lan?
You better get back to the village or wherever you came from.
Could we perhaps offer you something to look the other way for a minute?
You think you're funny or something? We've got orders. No one is to enter this orchard. Now beat it.
My friends, I'm afraid these guards have left us no choice. We must either force our way in or try a stealthy approach.
I'm sorry, but we have to get through.
Guards! We're under attack!
Hayda.
My armor is broken.
Bunu ben de...
My armor is broken.
Bu bir. Bunu da yapabiliyor muyum?
My armor is broken.
what they're up to in that cave with that creature, but it doesn't bode well. It must be important for them to go to the trouble of guarding the place like this.
Only a fool dares to attack the best.
Ne yapacağız da?
My armor is ruined.
Azıcık çıkış. Salla. Sana güzel bir şey yok mu ya şöyle? Buna da yok.
Here's the Guardian. What? I don't have the key.
Açabiliyor muyuz? Ağaçta.
There. You're free.
Thank you. I thought we were going to die trapped in that cave.
Wait a minute. I know who you are. You turned up at the camp the day before the Alliance attacked.
We did. And we were there when Ladan bound herself to the land and turned herself into a guardian.
I remember that. You even tried to fight her to hold her back. You were very brave. But the soldiers captured us while you were leading her away. Since then, they've done nothing but mistreat us and interrogate us to try to understand what happened.
They even tortured Adelnegad. She eventually broke and told them about the bonding ritual. After more experiments, they took her away with them. We don't know what happened to her after that.
That's awful. Thank you for telling us. Now, you should get to safety. Don't stay here.
I know a place we can hide. Before we joined Laden and the others, I had found a cave further north. You have our heartfelt gratitude for freeing us. May the earth carry you always.
I don't see how we could use this. I can't do anything with this. This document doesn't say anything useful. I don't see how we could use this.
Kaldı mı bir şey? Bölgeyi arayın dur lan, aradık ya.
I don't believe it. Rather than being terrified or frightened by the transformation they experienced, they just saw it as a weapon of war. And now they want to force our people to perform the ritual again, so they can use it against their enemies. And of course, my people will be blamed for this.
And if these documents are to be believed, they're planning on conducting their little experiment on congregation land. The Dutan Empire could turn against us, holding us responsible. We have to stop Kernaz and his scientists. We must inform the Imperial Embassy in Peren. This way they will be warned, and perhaps we can prevent this monstrous act from taking place.
Nereye gidiyoruz? Bir yerden çıkalım. Nerede görev? Ha, bitti mi bu görev? Şimdi yoldaş görevleri. Ben bunu nerede bulacağım ki arkadaş? Göstermiyor ki. Vallahi yoldaş görevleri. Safiye.
Off the coast of the proud cities of the congregation. Perfect timing. I've been meaning to talk to you. Alma told me she'd finished translating my mother's logbook.
I don't have all the details. Unfortunately, our message was short. But she told me that the reason my mother, Estrella, died in that storm was because she'd lost the will to live. It was after she had to sink a ship on my father's orders, just off the coast, not far from Esquiara.
I'm sorry, Alvida. That must be very difficult to hear.
Yes. It breaks my heart to think that my mother killed herself. But it has strengthened my resolve. I want to understand. I want to know why my father gave such a senseless order. I want to know everything that happened. Knots are not pirates. Our ships are armed, but they're armed to fight back in the event of an attack. There had to be something aboard that ship to justify sinking it. Maybe something dangerous for the Guild. I'd like to go back to Esquiara to try to track down that ship. And I'd like you to come with me.
All right. Let's go back to Esquiara and find out what happened to the wreck.
Thank you. I'm glad you're coming with me. I'm a bit nervous about what I'm going to find out.
I won't bother you any longer.
See you soon.
Şimdi sıradakilerine gelin.
Is there anything I can help you with?
See you later.
Boy.
Bunlar yok.
How are you?
I must be off.
I understand.
Well then, have you got time to help me find my nephew?
I'm sorry, but I've simply got too much to do right now.
Thank you.
See you.
Of course.
At your service, darling.
Goodbye.
See you.
Öncekinin hepsini hazırladık. Görevleri şimdi sıra sıra belirleyelim. Bizim altınlarla diğerleri. Aa yok canım.
Here's the coast. We'll finally be able to set foot on land.
Şimdi bunu görevini kabul ettik. Şimdi görevini yapalım madem. Lan aldık ya, onaylamadık. Görevini yapana kadar partiden çıkmayacak bu. Lan buradaymış. Neyse oraya ışınlanırız. Ay. Süper.
Happy to see you again. What can I do for...
Oh, you're back. Do you need anything else?
Do you happen to know anything about a ship that was wrecked not far from this village?
It happened a few years ago. A rather large cargo ship sailing up and down the coast sank, not far from here.
No. Sorry. I don't recall hearing anything about that.
We will take our leave. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello. Do you live in this village?
Yes, I was born here, I grew up here, and as you can see, I'm still here. I'd have a hard time living anywhere else in my age. Why, are you thinking of moving here? Little new blood wouldn't hurt.
Have you heard anything about a shipwreck in the vicinity?
I'm gonna need to be more precise, child. Shipwrecks with all our deadly reefs happen all the time.
We're speaking about a ship transporting merchandise along these coasts that must have wrecked a few years ago.
Now that you speak about it, that does ring a bell. A storm without clouds.
The storm without clouds?
It was night time, and we heard thunder several times, so loud that many woke to it. But there wasn't a cloud in the sky. The next day we found the wreckage of a large ship at the bottom of the cliffs. Bodies too, poor folk. And all sorts of debris.
I doubt it was due to a storm.
Really?
We shall leave. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Kıyıya gidiyoruz.
Pieces of a crate. Impossible to know what was in it. They've been destroyed.
It's been a long time. The elements or the villagers took everything that could have given us answers.
It It looks like a cloth from a banner or a torn flag.
Those are the colors of the Alliance. This ship must have belonged to them. This ship must have contained something extremely precious to have merited such an attack. I would have liked to have found a clue telling us what it could be.
Seeing how close the village is, it is very likely that these charming inhabitants might have...
You again? What else do you want?
What do you know about the wreck that's north of the village?
Not much. It's been there for a long time. Back then, a lot of soldiers, even some Nauts, came poking around.
Poking around? What do you mean?
They go snooping around, asking everyone questions. They were investigating, they said. But it seemed like they were looking for something.
We shall leave now.
That's it.
Hello? How can I help you? Are you lost?
What do you know about the shipwreck located at the foot of the cliffs, near the village?
A shipwreck, you say? Really? I never noticed that there was one there.
We were told that villagers recovered quite a few things after the shipwreck that took place a few years ago. Did you take anything?
That must have taken place before I settled here. I never heard anyone speak of a shipwreck. So to be sure, I didn't take anything from it.
We were told that... Did you take anything?
That must have taken place...
Goodbye.
This woman is too nervous. And her answers made no sense. She is hiding something from us.
Let's spy on her a little. Our visit spooked her. She might make a mistake and reveal something to us.
She's coming from the town. We should follow her.
Well, well. I wonder what this cover is holding.
You? You followed me? But who are you really? Are you one of the Nauts that attacked us? Or are you with the corrupted soldiers of the Alliance?
We are neither one nor the other. Our friend Alvida is a Naut, but she was not involved in this attack.
That is true, I assure you. We wish you no harm.
Forgive me. I was so afraid when you came to find me in the village. And to see you here didn't make things easier.
Well, you seemed far too nervous and your answers were not making any sense. We decided to watch you, and we were right to do so, it seems.
I was on that ship. I was traveling with my husband. We were headed for the congregation. It was strange. There were armed men aboard. We were told they were there to protect a diplomat, but we never saw anyone. One night, we were attacked by a vessel flying Naut colors. Our ship was sunk. I thought I was dead, but somehow I survived. My husband didn't have as much luck. Shortly after washing ashore, Nauts and soldiers came to interrogate everyone in the village. I had supposed they had come to finish their work, so I hid the documents I had collected after being washed ashore. I was hoping that they would be useful in bringing justice someday, but that was long ago. I lead a peaceful existence here now, and when you came asking questions, I thought it would be better to get rid of all of it once and for all.
I am very sorry. We didn't want to frighten you. I have come here precisely with the goal of shedding light on what happened to your ship. I would like to know why Nauts would have committed such an atrocity that goes against all the codes our guild defends.
Please, take these documents. I have never even read them. Touching them even pains me. I hope they will help you understand.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I find this hard to believe. My father wouldn't order the destruction of a ship transporting a diplomat. Why would he have been working against a chance at peace? My father can be vain, but he's not a warmonger. And to imagine that he brought my mother into this. Now I understand our despair.
Don't you think it's a little early to be accusing your father? There must be factors unknown to us at present.
Perhaps, yes. Even if what these documents spell out seems all too clear. Thank you for accompanying me and your support in this investigation. I couldn't have done it without you. Now I am going to need some time to think all this over.
Görev seçelim. Hayır, biz gemiye nasıl gideriz ya? Gemiye seyahat et, aynen.
I'm sorry. I'm still processing what we've learned. The thought that my father could have given such an order is deeply painful to me.
I won't bother you.
See you soon.
Greetings.
Well then, have you got time to help me find my nephew?
Var.
understand why you're worried. Let's try to find out what happened to your nephew.
This general has a few screws loose. How could he believe that he'd be able to capture that monster and try to make others? I can only imagine what a creature like that could do if it landed in one of our villages.
See you later.
Of course.
Ya nerede ki bu? Safiye ile konuş. Neyse şöyle yere bir inelim bakalım. Buradan. Yok dayı, senin görevini bulamayacağız biz herhalde.
Well, have you found out where Kernaz has been carrying out his experiments?
Yes. We discovered a gigantic site under Silly's laboratory.
Imagine that. The rumor was true. Incredible.
There were a great many soldiers, but also a place where experiments were carried out on my people.
How horrible. And these experiments were done on Kernaz's orders?
Yes. We found letters that make a direct reference to him, as well as scientific research documents.
But however did you discover this place?
When searching the old laboratory that you indicated to us, we found a hidden lift. It went down into the depths of the earth until it stopped in ancient ruins.
That must certainly be the thermal baths from the Astrian period.
While exploring the zone, we stumbled across the camp of a soldier who was protecting an underground building. Inside the building, they carried out experiments, and my kin were held captive. These research documents that we found in the laboratory, none of us understand what they mean, but we need clear proof of what these people are up to.
May I take a look? This is beyond my capacities, even though I do recognize a few formulas. Can, I suppose that you would be far more able to understand what this is all about?
If I could help you, it would be with pleasure. But I'm going to need some time to decode all of this.
We'd better let him work in peace. You should come back later.
I would prefer to wait here if it's all right with you.
Of course. You should make yourself comfortable. It's going to take a little while.
I'm going to use the time to send a message to Zeren and set up a meeting in a few hours. She'll be waiting to hear news of our discoveries.
Excellent idea.
Here are your documents and our explanatory notes. What you've discovered is terrifying.
We thought as much. But what exactly is it?
This research is inhumane.
It violates the code of ethics that is the very foundation of medicine. It has only one goal: to spread death.
The scientists behind this research studied a number of contagious diseases in order to selectively infect and eliminate your people. They chose smallpox as the perfect candidate.
Smallpox?
It's a terrible, often fatal disease that causes a high fever and vomiting. Its most recognizable symptom is the rash and blisters it causes to form all over the body.
Oh, that's what killed Shada.
I'm sorry for your friend, and I'm appalled that a project like that could ever have seen the light of day. The disease is so contagious that even fabric that has been in contact with someone who is sick can spread it. Since your people seem to be more sensitive to this disease than us, and you haven't been inoculated against it like we have, you can imagine what will happen.
We must stop this project at all costs. Let's hope Zaren's contact is convinced by this evidence and can help us. Why was Shada the only one of us to die?
You told us you were inoculated. I think the scientists on the ship wanted to see if this method would work on your people as well. You're living proof that it does. Your friend, on the other hand, must not have received the same treatment.
Thank you for helping us understand this research.
I truly hope that you will be able to stop this project from being implemented. It's an abomination.
We'll leave you to your research.
Goodbye. Please feel free to come back anytime you need help.
Let's go to the rendezvous point, where Zeren will be waiting for us.
got your message, and I'm glad to see you're safe and sound. My husband's men can be so violent. Were you able to find out what he's plotting? Did you gather evidence we can use to have him arrested?
Yes. Your husband has scientists carrying out experiments on my people under the greatest secrecy. They discovered that we are more susceptible to smallpox than you are. They intend to use it to selectively eliminate us. Their aim is to conquer our island without having to fight.
How awful. Were you able to retrieve any documents that demonstrate this and prove that he's involved?
Yes. We have research documents. Accounts of experiments that were translated, as it were, by some scholars we know.
Excellent. When I received your message, I immediately sent word to one of my contacts, the Morsinian ambassador. He's a level-headed man, well-versed in diplomacy, who will know how to put an end to this madness, I'm sure. Here's a pass that will get you to the embassy in the military district. Go and see him as soon as you can.
Thank you. You aren't coming with us?
I don't want my husband to know that I'm helping you. It's far too risky. One last thing. I pulled some strings, and you're no longer wanted. You should be able to get around town without any trouble. But avoid fighting, especially with the guards. Let me know if you need my help with anything else, and be careful.
Goodbye, Zeren. And thank you.
Kaçma, it ya. Şimdi buraya gideceğiz. Oraya nasıl gideceğiz? Şuradan gidelim.
I know there's a patrol around here. We should take another alley to avoid them.
Allah'a başka bir şeye getirdim hiç. Keser geçeriz. Sıkıntı yok.
This is the Morsinian embassy. Only authorized persons are allowed to enter.
It just so happens that we have a pass to meet with the ambassador.
This document seems to be in order. You may enter.
Your Excellence, It is an honor to meet you.
An islander from TÜRKÇE. Forgive me, but I must admit I found it hard to believe Zeren's missive. Your people are so poorly represented here in diplomatic affairs. It is a true pleasure to meet you. There's so much I'd like to know about your island. But of course, my questions can wait. I believe you had a pressing matter you wished to discuss with me.
Indeed. We'd like to speak with you about General Kornaz. You should know that he is the reason for our presence here, as he had us abducted by his men in order to conduct experiments on us. One of our friends died at their hand, so we are direct witnesses to his actions, which furthered our desire to find out more. With the help of our friends from the continent, we investigated and discovered that he was conducting research in a secret laboratory.
A secret laboratory? Here, in Alima?
Yes, in the caves beneath Dr. Silly's abandoned laboratory.
I've heard about this, but I thought they were just rumors.
There, we found a whole group of my people who were kept locked up in cages to serve as guinea pigs for experiments. Death awaited them all.
What you're telling me is awful. But what sort of experiments could he be doing? Kornaz is a general, not a scientist.
We recovered the research notes and had them translated and summarized by other scholars. Look, you can see for yourself.
It's abominable. What absurd reason could have inspired him to take on this horrific project? I know our relations with the chiefs on your island can sometimes be challenging, but that's no reason to eliminate an entire people.
Apparently, he hopes to win enough popularity to be crowned emperor. But Zeren could probably tell you more about that.
I'd heard of this imperialist faction, but I admit I didn't pay much mind to it. What madness! An empire! Morsinia and Thraxis would never agree to such a thing. The only thing they would do is precipitate the breakup of the Alliance. Rest assured that I will share these documents with the Al-Sad Assembly, and I have no doubt that they will be just as horrified as I am. However, I strongly recommend that you also take action as well. The Assembly is powerful, but it is slow to act. You will have to do everything in your power to keep your people from being contaminated before the Assembly begins to move.
Thank you for your counsel and your support.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you for having us. We are leaving.
It was a pleasure. I hope we'll have another chance to meet.
Şimdi çıkalım. Evet, şimdi ne yapıyoruz? Aa, burada bitmiş. Aa, bizim adamın görevi burada lan. Aynen. Aa, niye ışınlanamıyoruz buraya? Kötü oldu.
Here's a cup.
Ya.
Oof.
Hadi lütfen ışınlanalım. O zaman biz de bunu ışınlanırız. Bak ha, şeyi sorgula diyorlar.
Look, the man sitting at that table is probably the man who delivered the letter to me.
You? You're here? I suppose you're hoping to silence me. And to think my poor mistress was delighted to make your acquaintance. If only she'd known what a monster you are. You and your whole family of criminals. I will not be intimidated. I will find her, whatever it takes.
I don't understand a single thing you've said. Explain yourself, that's all I'm asking.
Yes, play the fool. I know you're to blame for what happened to her, and I'll prove it. I'll have you hanged.
You're not the first to promise me that. Now stop this childishness and tell us what happened. We can help you find your mistress.
You keep playing your little game, but you won't fool me. We'd only been here a few days when she told me to stay in her room here at the inn because she was going to meet you. She was so happy to have been contacted by your nephew, who had promised a meeting with you at the docks. She could already see herself doing business in Dutton with your help. But she never came back. And when I went looking for her and mentioned your nephew, I was told that he was missing too. So don't tell me you had nothing to do with it.
I never arranged any meeting with your mistress, I can assure you of that. My nephew must have used my name to secure the meeting.
You're nothing but a family of criminals, that's what you are. I've had enough of your lies, but I won't give up. I'll find her.
If we want to find this merchant, we're going to need to know something about her and the meeting that was to take place. Why don't we search her room?
Nasıl yukarıdadır?
We need a key to open this door.
This message tells the merchant to meet on the docks near Overseas House. It's signed Rudolph, the nephew of the smuggler Ludwig.
What on earth has got into the lad?
Let's go and have a look on the docks. Maybe we'll find something there.
Yanlış yerden mi? Şu taraftaymış çok. Gemiye girsek, gemiden insek.
This is the place mentioned in Rudolph's message.
Let's look around. Maybe we'll be able to learn what happened.
This hat is very similar to those worn by the congregation. The merchant we're looking for must have lost it. That's blood. The meeting was apparently a trap. Luckily, the attackers left us a fresh trail.
I hope it's not Rudolph's blood.
Ugh, I can't do it. We'll have to be careful. We're not supposed to be here.
The bloodstains lead straight to this warehouse. I hope your nephew is still alive, my dear Ludwig.
Çok varmış lan. Bunu alalım. Şimdi başka şunlara git.
Whoever wrote this said that the goods should be moved to a cave in the backcountry to minimize risk. That's a funny way of putting it. I'm pretty sure the goods they're talking about are actually people, and that they're the ones we're looking for.
Someone was tied up with this rope. Either our merchant or your nephew, Ludwig.
Evet, başka?
I think that's all there is. I doubt we'll find anything more.
Damn it, Rudolph, what have you got yourself into? Everything suggests that he's involved in some kind of kidnapping.
It's hard to know whether he instigated this or whether he was a victim. There aren't enough clues here to draw any conclusions.
So what do you think? Could he be behind all this?
The lad I knew had never set foot on a ship. In fact, he'd never been further than his own property line. I'd like to say he couldn't have done it, but the truth is, I don't know. And now all I want to do is save him from the gallows.
Then let's try to find that cave from the letter.
Let's. The sooner the better.
I knew if I followed you I'd find something. What were you doing in that warehouse? Is that where you're keeping my mistress?
We're not holding anyone. We followed a trail that led from the docks to this place.
A likely story. It's a good thing I hired these men. We're gonna tear this place apart and find out where you bastards are hiding her. But first, we're gonna search you. You can't leave here with any evidence. Search them.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Of killing you. We just want to find my mistress.
Why didn't you listen to us then?
You wouldn't let us search you, and I thought you were involved in her disappearance. What choice did I have?
You could have believed us when we told you that we had nothing to do with it, but that we were going to find your mistress and my nephew.
Then what were you doing in that warehouse? Did you find anything there? Do you have any leads? My mistress isn't just anybody, you know. She's not just important to me. She's important to the congregation.
We went to the place where your mistress was supposed to have a meeting. We found a trail that led us here. The clues we found in this warehouse suggest that she's been kidnapped. And we discovered a note that mentioned a cave in the backcountry. We planned to go to see if she is being held there.
Thank you for telling me all that. I'm beginning to feel hopeful again. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I suppose I'll just have to return to the tavern and hope you find her ladyship.
Mağara nerede? En yakın yere gidelim şimdi. Şurası. Bu şeymiş lan. Öbür tarafa geçeceğiz.
Let's show them what we're made of! My armor is broken!
Be quiet.
Who are you? What are you doing here? We've come for the people you're holding prisoner.
Why did you kidnap them? One of them is a knot like yourselves.
That grimy bit of flotsam. He hired us to frighten the lady, but we weren't supposed to hurt her. He just wanted some answers. The fool. She's a merchant from the congregation. Can you imagine what she's going to get us when we demand a ransom? So we called a few friends and kidnapped her. As for him, well, we'll see what happens when we get the money. Let me talk to them. I know this sort of people well. You want easy money? Fine. How much do you want? This merchant is probably worth a fortune. So bring us a fortune and nothing will happen to the prisoners. Otherwise... And since we're not dogs, if you don't have the coin,
A very valuable item will do the trick.
I don't see why we're wasting time talking to you. You're nothing but a bunch of ruffians.
To arms, lads! These clowns are trying to be heroes!
Look, that's my nephew in that cage. The woman who's with him must be the missing merchant. Let's get them out of there, shall we?
My armor is ruined.
With us. We'll take you somewhere safe.
Oh, that's such a relief. I thought I'd never get out of that cage.
However did you find us? All we did was follow your trail from the docks where you met. As a matter of fact, your servant was so worried about you that he took it out on us.
Oh, poor Joseph. Oh, don't blame him. He's very protective and fiercely loyal. But it sometimes makes him lose his wits. Thank you very much for your help, but I am quite exhausted and hungry, so I must get back to the tavern straight away.
I suppose you expect me to thank you? No, that's not really my style. But I do expect an explanation. How did you get caught up in this mess?
I hired those thugs to help me scare the merchant a little. But when they realized that it wasn't about getting a hefty ransom, they decided to take matters into their own hands. They grabbed us both and brought us here. I imagine they were hoping that the congregation would pay for her, but as for me...
Why did you want to intimidate this merchant?
I wanted her to tell me something about my mum. About what had become of her.
None of this makes any sense. Why would she have any information about your mother?
You haven't heard? Our village was attacked. They set fire to it. Grandad, your father was killed in the fight, along with lots of other villagers. All thanks to you, my dear uncle.
No. No, that can't be true.
A few of us managed to escape, like me and Mum. But we got separated in the confusion. I made it to the sea and decided to become a Norse. To get away from everything. From the war and the consequences of your crimes. But Mum, she fled to the congregation. And I was hoping that this merchant would know where she is.
I'm sorry, Rudolph. I'm so very, very sorry. My father, the village. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Maybe not, but it happened. So try and find Mum, will you? I just want to know she's all right.
I'll try. But you know the congregation's a big place and not everyone who lives there knows everyone else.
I realise now that my plan was stupid. I only hoped. Ever since I became a Norse, I've been here on Yuxantis. I'm just sea-given, and I don't really have my sea legs. They never sent me back to the continent, so when I heard about this merchant, I wanted to talk to her.
I can understand that. And I also understand your anger towards me. But don't go getting into trouble like this in the future. Don't end up like me.
I'll be more careful in the future. But try to find out where my mum is. Please.
Now that Rudolph is safe and sound, and we've proven that he didn't mistreat that merchant, I think I owe you an explanation.
I'm listening.
You know that I was a soldier once. In the village where I grew up, I was forcibly conscripted by the local lord to take part in the Civil War. It was horrible. We were used as cannon fodder, and the nobles who gave us orders never took any risks themselves. I ended up leaving that life behind and becoming a smuggler. But what you don't know is why I left the army. I killed my commanding officer. The bounty on my head isn't so much for my smuggling activities as for that first offense. Some years ago, not long after that incident, they tried to get me by targeting my brother, Rudolph's father. They threatened to hang him if I didn't surrender. I knew they'd hang us both if I gave myself up, so I let my brother hang.
I'm sorry, Ludwig. I understand your nephew's behavior better now. But why did you kill your officer?
That's a story for another day. Suffice it to say that he had it coming. Anyway, I want to thank you for helping me. It means a great deal to me.
Şimdi Nida kimdi lan? Kamp yokmuş buralarda. Evet şimdi. Açılmış.
I'm happy you came to see me. I need your help. I don't know if you remember, or were even aware of it, but some members of the Black Elk clan disappeared before we were captured. I met one of them in Olima, and was able to talk to him. He had been caught with the other members of his clan, just like we were. He also lost members of his clan after the same horrible ritual that took Sheda from us. But he and the other survivors were sold to one who buys and sells people. A merchant named Iqbal. He got away. But the others, we have to find them. We must discover what became of them, Ridenger. This woman, Iqbal, can tell us.
Of course. I'll do everything I can to find them. The hardest part will be finding this woman, since this continent is so much vaster than our island.
But there can't be that many women who buy and sell people in this land. Our companions born in this place might have an idea. Someone must know how to find her. You know how to speak to them. I beg you. Let's find her and save the Alks. We couldn't do anything to save Sheda. And I don't want any more of our people to die because we weren't able to do anything.
I understand. Let's find her and the survivors of the Black Elk clan. See you later.
Boy.
Tamam böyle olacak. Şimdi
What is it?
Bunlar zaten çok biliyor.
I must leave you.
Yavaş. Dayaş. O zaman ya kim olacak? Aa. Işınlanamıyoruz mu? Nasıl gideceğiz oraya? Ha. Ben bir çay alıp geleyim. İki dakika çay alıp gelelim ama. Devam edelim.
Ah, Peren. To think that we are walking down streets that have well over 1,000 years of history. Though the last few centuries have been rather dark. It must be said that my family has left a bloody impression here. Ya bağlı ekipman oluyor. In any event, if we are looking for the Tlemcen embassy, it's in the city center. Let's go.
Bizim elemanın görevi gözükmedi ama hayır.
Your Excellence.
How exotic. An envoy of TÜRKÇE. This is quite the novelty. Are you a dignitary from your island, or have you come with a message from a local noble?
I suppose one might say that I am an envoy of TÜRKÇE, milady. And I am here to speak with you about a very important matter. We have proof that the General Karnas, a commanding officer of the Bridge Alliance, is preparing a brutal attack against your country.
Alas, that is nothing new. The Bridge has been attacking us for centuries. But you might not have been aware of that.
We are aware of the war between your two nations, but this time the situation is very different. This general seeks glory for himself rather than his nation, and he plans on using unconventional means to obtain his goal. He hopes to use giant creatures that we call guardians, beasts invoked from the rituals of our traditions. He will release them to attack you. He plans on blaming my people, but also the congregation. These horrible attacks will originate from your country by his hand.
Giant creatures? Are you certain you have all of your wits about you?
We can prove what we are saying. We have documents that we took from a laboratory operated by men under orders of this general. And if it is the very existence of these creatures that you doubt, we also have in our possession one of their heads. It is on our ship. You can come and see it yourself if you so desire, or send someone you trust.
You seem very sure of yourself. You have given me pause, madam. I'm going to send someone from the embassy immediately to verify what you've told me. Let's assume that you are telling the truth about these monsters. You also spoke about some documents.
Here they are.
Thank you. Please, allow me a moment to inspect them all. This entire story seems like the stuff of some fable. But these savants and this General Kernaz are indeed set on attacking us and letting others take the blame. Alas, these documents do not give us the precise location of this attack. Do you have an idea?
As you were able to read, the savants seem to want to use ancient Austrian ruins. It's true that we too need locations that are of historical or natural significance in order to perform the bonding ritual, which here transforms people. But I am not familiar with the border regions, and I don't know if Austrian ruins are to be found there.
There are indeed Austrian ruins all over the place in our country. But if I think about it, one location in particular comes to mind. The Sudwise region, in fact, that people from here have renamed High Prairie when they took it.
It's carried the name of High Prairie for many years now, Your Excellence. I have never been there, but I have heard the name spoken. I understand that impressive ruins are to be found there.
Very well then. I have thought this through. I think the best option would be for me to accompany you. This business is far too important and its impact too far-reaching for you not to be accompanied by someone official. And if we were to wait for the princes of the merchant cities to take action, we would by then have died of old age.
Isn't this quite risky, Your Excellence?
My dear, I was born during a civil war in my country. I know how to defend myself. Or one might say, I am a fast runner. We will rendezvous at High Prairie. I require some time to prepare for the voyage. Do you have anything else you would like to talk about?
We shall leave now, Your Excellency.
Goodbye.
To get to High Prairie, we must head... to the northeast of Perel. There's a way to reach the trade route that leads there from the hills.
Decidedly, the Alliance hasn't been coming here to make...
Ne oldu?
going to...
Shut up and come quietly. You wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to you, would you?
Aye! Unhand that girl at once. She only buys a trade in the brothel. You want to go, you step inside and pay.
We have no interest in her services. We would merely like to have a little discussion with her without indiscreet ears listening in.
Right, and my name's Octave Vest. Let go of her and get out of here.
Things are heating up. Let's keep our eyes open. We might learn something.
Listen, we have it from a sure source that this girl is in cahoots with a man that we suspect to be a Thélème spy.
So what? We're in Peren, not outside. Have you forgotten that the congregation is neutral?
Neutrality does not dictate that we allow a dangerous spy from a foreign nation to operate freely.
One thing is certain, it does dictate that we do not allow you to attack women to satisfy your whims.
At this rate, those Alliance brutes will soon be drawing arms. We'd better do something.
Come now, sirs. Why such a fuss? I thought you wanted to keep things discreet. Whatever discussion you wish to have with this young woman, you would do better to have it inside. Because if you continue shouting, the entire neighborhood will soon be at their windows.
That's true, that is. Your discretion will be out the window.
The counsel of a savage is worthless. We know what we're doing. Enough talk!
Hadi bakalım.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Thanks to you. Thanks for stepping in.
You really know how to fight. If you're looking for work, the guild is always hiring.
You never miss a beat, even if you can't protect your girls effectively. You'd also do well to thank our benefactors.
This is
Irene,
true.
I
Thank you.
warned you that hanging around with that man would get you into trouble. Not only could it have cost you your life, but did it even occur to you to think about the others? They could have been hurt as well.
I'm sorry, but who is the man you just spoke about?
Though we greatly appreciate your help, discretion is the cornerstone of our business. All I can tell you is that it's a priest from Thélème with rather unusual manners. The gentleman became enamored of Irene and came here often, a little too often in my opinion. And of course, his status and his origins drew the attention of those louts from the Alliance who saw him as a spy.
A priest from Thélème who was a frequent visitor to the brothel. Funnily enough, that does remind me of someone. He's a strange sort of priest, that much is true.
Irene,
But that's not why those men are after him.
We're going to close up for today, in case the Alliance men try to come back. And you need to get some rest after all this excitement.
Be careful.
And thank you very much for your help.
The author of this missive signed with a Z. Does that mean anything to you?
Tinian culture's rich in names starting with a Z, unfortunately. This does not help us a great deal.
Ya. Şuradan şöyle gidelim.
Is anybody there?
Kim lan?
May the enlightened grant us strength!
Şu ne yapıyor? Şuna da bir şey yapalım mesela. Bunu varsa neyse şimdi dursun. Ben ne oluyor?
Let's show them what we're made of. I'd best vanish into the shadows.
Is there anybody there?
Only a fool dares to attack at the best.
Ya yok, buradan dolaşamadık. Aynı yere.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Çıldıracağım ya. Yukarıdan gidiyoruz.
I feel so sick. Help me. We're all going to die. That's all that awaits us.
Nerede? Açamayacak. Açtım. Ya arkadaş. Bunun yerine niye gidemiyorum? Yukarı çıkmam lazım ama nasıl çıkacağım?
Our rapiers are the sharpest and most elegant
I hope you're having a...
Halt! This is the Teleme Embassy. You need a pass in order to enter the premises.
I have all the necessary authorizations. We need to speak to the Father Cardinal immediately.
As your authorization's a little old, I cannot let all of you enter the confines. Go ahead along. Your friends can join you, only if the ambassador agrees to it.
I'm not going to let my friends wait here in the street.
They can wait inside, but they cannot go up into the offices until the Father Cardinal gives his authorization.
Very well. Thank you. I apologize, but you'll have to wait for me here in the entryway. It'll only take a moment. I am certain that you'll be able to join me very quickly.
What you're telling me is worrisome, Master. Truly worrisome. You have done well, right?
Cardinal Father, allow me to introduce to you the friends to whom I owe my freedom and life today.
My children, it is a pleasure and an honor to meet you. I could never repay you for helping Fausta escape from the Alliance's jails and bringing her back to me.
Cardinal, we are also honored to meet you.
Fausta told me about the sufferings of your people at the hands of our enemies and what they have already done to you. Under the guise of civilization, these people behave like monsters, and you have all my compassion. As you know, our two nations have been at war for centuries. We should join forces against this common enemy.
Your sons and Alliance fight even on our island.
It's true. From Tyr Pradi to the plains of Duton, a trail of blood and anger has been reaped by our two nations. Know that in any case, I will do everything in my power to aid you in your trials. But you must have questions or requests. Fausta told me that you had a run-in with the people from the Alliance in front of one of the guards' pleasure houses.
That's correct. She likely told you that the men were looking for a spy from Teleme. They were about to kidnap a young woman in the hopes she would reveal secrets she might be privy to. The spy was a close acquaintance, or a regular customer in any case.
Thank you. It is quite a troubling matter. Could you tell me more? What has become of the woman?
The young woman is safe, though she had quite the fright. We were able to convince the men of the Alliance that their information was false. I do not think that they will return.
I hope what you say is true, but I do not trust these people. All it takes is a simple rumor, and there's a great chance they'll come looking for the poor thing. It would certainly be better to place her somewhere safe, and to learn what we can about our spy. Because I fear that the man the Alliance was after may well be a priest working here in Peren.
The only priest that I know susceptible to have a liaison with a prostitute would be Jacquemus. Has he brought trouble on himself again?
It would appear so. I know that you do not care much for him, Fausta, but he is one of us. And I'm worried for him. It has been a long while since I've heard from him, even though we were supposed to see each other. I was beginning to think that he finally got his throat slit in some dark alley by some procurer of ladies of the night. But since you told me that the Alliance is looking for a spy from Teleme in a brothel, I would like for you to find him, if you would be so kind. He's a priest with an overly developed penchant for the flesh, but he most certainly does not deserve to be killed because he's been mistaken for a spy. Oh, now let's talk more about this young woman. I promise to see to her safety. I believe I have the solution the situation requires. There is an escort who is waiting for a delegation of diplomats who must return to Teleme, past the eastern gate out of the city. If you manage to bring the girl to them, the guards will protect her. And as soon as the diplomats join them, she can travel with them away from here. She will be safe in Teleme. The Alliance would never set foot there. Of course, I trust you will question her during your journey. She might know where Jacquemus can be found.
We have no more questions. I feel I need to inform you that we found ourselves involved in an altercation between men from the Alliance and the guards.
Nothing serious, I hope. But what makes you think that this altercation might concern me?
The men were looking for a spy from Teleme, a regular at the guards' brothel, and the Alliance men wanted to take a girl away to question her knowledge about the man. We imagined, of course, that it's simply paranoia motivating their zeal, but I'd rather you were informed.
Thank you. It is quite a troubling matter. Could you tell me more? What has become of the woman?
Bunları şey yaptık da.
The young beaver.
Because
We have no more. We need the financial backing of a nation or a wealthy patron to fund the journey back to Tiefredi. Could Teleme help us?
regrettably, and I am truly sorry about this, I do not have the means to finance such an expedition.
Are the Vesps the only family who could help us?
You could also go and see the Dorsays, especially since they are already established on Tiefredi. I don't know which would be easier to convince at the moment. One thing is certain. They will both ask for something in return. These people are merchants first and princes second. Don't forget that. And it is highly likely that their ministers will refuse to see you without a letter of recommendation from an important person.
Someone like you?
Yes, for example. But I hope you understand that I cannot give you a letter of recommendation unless I can fully trust you.
We shall leave, Your Excellency.
May the enlightened watch over you, my children.
May the enlightened bless you and guide you.
Ridenger. Smeons emes amdag emes munigina reis an saveren va ogel saduchtira. Inoid e began raul gredu.
Nafravind.
The poor thing. By no fault of her own, she's going to have to leave her home, like us.
Alas, that's the price for her survival.
Kız yoktu kesin.
Ah, you're back. What can I do for you?
Actually, we're the ones who would like to offer our help. We can get Irene to safety. We've thought about it, and it's the only solution if you want to make sure she's safe from the Alliance's clutches.
And we have just the solution. The Father Cardinal told me about a delegation that is set to return to home. They will be traveling with armed men who are waiting for them outside the city. All we have to do is take her to them. Once in Teleme with Pius's protection, Irene will be safe.
That sounds like a good idea. She won't be safe here in the long term. What do you think, Irene?
Wait just a moment. My dear Fausta, you may have the utmost faith in your father, Cardinal, but I, for one, do not. And given the trouble his priests have already caused the poor girl, I think we should consider a different solution.
Father Cardinal Pius doesn't frequent brothels. He's a good man who only wants to protect his flock.
Perhaps. But I think we do well to find another solution if we really want to help this young woman.
She'll be safe with Pius's men. The Alliance's men won't be able to reach her in Teleme.
You'll forgive me for questioning the honorable intentions of a man I barely know.
We could take her to the Constantia. She would be safe there while we find her a new home.
The Father Cardinal will be saddened to learn that you don't trust him.
He asked us to find his priest, not to bring this girl back to him.
That sounds like a good solution. What do you think, Irene?
What a nightmare. I never imagined I'd have to flee the city like this. But I suppose it's the best thing to do. If you promise to get me there safely, then I agree. And once I'm safe, I'll tell you everything I know about my client.
Then that's that. Do you want to leave now?
If you're ready, we'd better leave now. It's not a good idea to hang around here.
I'll go gather a few things and say goodbye to the other girls, and then we can leave.
Don't worry your pretty little head, darling. You'll be safe soon, and your friends will be too.
Great. We'll head to the port. It's not far.
Be careful on the road. Watch out for those Alliance men. They may try to waylay you. And take care of yourself, Irene.
Goodbye.
Işınlanamıyoruz değil mi?
I've never boarded a ship before. Won't I be something of a nuisance?
Of course not, my dear. My friend Alvida owns an enormous ship. It could transport an army. I'm certain she'll find a comfortable cabin for you.
It's very kind of you to help me this way.
Thank you. I'm not accustomed to people doing favors while expecting something in return.
You can thank us when you're on board. You're not welcome.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Thank you for taking me on your ship. It's extremely kind of all of you.
Now that you are safe, what can you tell us about this priest who was your client?
Jacquemus? A charmer. A gift with words. But I loved him despite all of that. I don't know what he was up to in the city, but I knew that his only mission was not to spread the good word to Beren. He was dipping his toes into dangerous matters. He would brag about it, thinking that made him interesting. Imbecile. But I imagine what interests you is where he might be found currently, no? Once, he told me that if he ever had to disappear, he would go and hide in the hospice in the old boroughs. That is all that I know. I hope you do find him. Could you give him this letter from me when you do?
Consider it done. Safe travels all the way to Teleme.
Thank you. I will write to you when I've settled in.
Now that I read... is safe. We only need to find our priest.
Yes, our priest who would naturally choose the worst neighborhood to hide in. The old boroughs, a thief-infested pile of rubble.
Let's show them what we're made of. My armor is broken.
Çekil koşuna vurun.
I can't do it.
Arabadan bir şey yokmuş.
What's going on here? Leave this man alone.
What's it to you? Think you're some kind of hero? Get out of here, unless you're looking for a beating.
I think my friend made herself perfectly clear. Leave this man alone.
Fausta?
You asked for it.
Come on, let's teach him a lesson.
Hey lads, we're finally gonna have some fun!
Let's show them what we're made of.
Ne oldu? Ayrı ayrı kızımda kadar. Alo.
May the enlightened be with me. The sense that my hour is near. We've lost one of our bloodhounds. Hey, what hurt?
Kendine dur lan. Başkasını
I'm wounded. Can someone heal me?
Stop! Stop! We're leaving. We've had enough.
That's right. Get out of here. And we'd better not catch you at it again. Are you all right?
Yes, thanks to you. Thank you for stepping in. But your friend... Fausta? Is that you?
Yes, it's me. I'm happy to see you alive and well.
I can't believe it. So you've come back? After your betrayal? How dare you?
I gather you know each other.
Yes. Listen, we just wanted to help you, but it's probably best if we left now.
Right. Like you said. That's probably for the best.
That big building over there, the one with the towers, that's where we've got to go?
That's right. We should take the street that goes under the arch on the right to get there. It will take a bit longer, but the alleys in this neighborhood are dodgy and full of rubble. We could run into some unsavory characters there. Or worse yet, get our clothes dirty.
Are you sure this street will take us there? It seems to be heading in the opposite direction.
It does lead there, but it's true that it will take longer. The alley on the left is more direct, but it's a death trap.
Oh, I see.
O zaman sağdakinden gideceğiz.
People haven't been generous today. Please, just a little coin.
Çaldık mı? Lan. Yok verdik.
I'm exhausted and starving. Have mercy.
I'm wounded! Someone heal me! Only a fool dares to attack at the best. My armor is broken.
Gelin bakayım siz şöyle. Lan canlarınız mı var? Bir tane yüzük aldık. Bunu hatuna verelim biz. Şu kullanıyordu ha. Al bakayım. Şunu al. Onu ben giyerim. Sen şunu giy. Demez. Hala iyisi yok ya. Şuna bak 8 level. Yeşil. İki tane şey. Bir sıfırlarız ya bir ara. Şu ablama kılıç bulamadık diyecektim, ha bulmuşuz. Aa. Sana almıştık zaten değil mi? Yok. Kablo o da yok yalnız.
My uncle really neglected this area. It's become a real rat's nest full of the worst sort of vermin in town. Better stay on our guard and keep an eye on your purse. The pickpockets are particularly good here.
If we don't hurry up, we run the risk of the Alliance getting there before we do. That could cost Jacquemus his life. You're right.
Just a small coin for a poor soul, my lords and ladies. If I may, you should watch your step around here. People from the Alliance are beating anyone who crosses their paths. It would seem that they're after someone. Would you have enough to spare for a piece of bread? Hunger's got a nasty bite.
Verdik ya.
How do you get by here?
Oh, it's not a good neighborhood, that's for certain. We're all crammed in here together, the poor, sick, and forgotten. Oh, and the riff-raff as well, of course, cutthroats, pickpockets. Do be careful. There's more than one here who'd gladly lighten your purses, and is not afraid to use violence. Well, there's a refuge here. They're good with us, and they give us soup, and they heal us up when we're wounded. It's not the paradise of the enlightened, but it's better than nothing.
We'll be leaving.
Thank you.
Well, how about that? Islanders aren't so common around here. It's a pleasant surprise. Do you feel ill or hurt? Are you lost? What might I do for you?
Might you have crossed paths with the priest of Teleme? We heard he came here.
A priest? None of my visitors made themselves known as such.
A middle-aged man. Most consider him somewhat handsome. Brown hair, receding hairline.
No, that description doesn't ring any bells.
He wouldn't be the man those soldiers from the Alliance are looking for. The ones who were just here.
Men from the Alliance? We really need to find Jacquemus in a hurry.
Yes, he is in great danger. Thank you, Doctor. We'll leave you to your patients.
Goodbye. We wish you well.
Good day. I am sorry to bother you, but we are looking for a friend. A priest of Teleme. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Believe you me, if I knew a priest, I would already be kneeling beside him in search of some comfort.
We are going to leave you now. Take care of yourself. Are you feeling better?
Not really.
I understand that our questions must seem a little out of place, but our friend might be in danger. Any information that you could give us might help us come to his aid and help him avoid the worst.
You seem to care a lot about him. Lucky man. At least he won't die alone. Abandoned by all. There is a man here that uses the magic of the enlightened to heal the sick in the ruins. But I don't know if he is a priest or not. That said, you should hurry if you want to speak with him. A group of Alliance men are also looking for him, and they don't seem to have his best interests at heart.
We need to find him before they do. If they catch him, they'll kill him or worse.
Let's go. Thanks so much for your help. I hope that you get better.
One can always dream.
Şuradan mı gideceğiz?
Jacquemus! Hurry! We need to get him out of there. To arms!
My armor is broken. Let's show them what we're made of.
Herkes birbirine
Thank you for helping me, but I think they got me. I feel weak.
I know you've seen better days, that's for sure.
Have you come to mock me, Fausta?
You always looked down on me.
Don't say such foolish things. We've come to help you.
Oh, what surprising news. But you've come a bit late, I fear. But that's not important. You must find the coffer.
The coffer? What are you talking about?
A coffer containing documents. I stole it from people in the Alliance. I wanted to find out what they were up to.
And did you open it?
No, only the Father Cardinal must open it. And besides, I wouldn't have had the time. I was forced to hide it in a sort of courtyard while they were pursuing me.
We have to find this coffer and take it to the Father Cardinal as fast as possible.
Huh. So, a priest's job is to steal documents from their enemies? I would never have imagined that. But we have to recover those documents, Riedengar. We could learn the Alliance's plans before we become the victims of them, for once.
In your shoes, I wouldn't do that. Find the coffer and give it to Pius. If you open it, he will be very angry. And he never forgets a grudge.
Where exactly did you drop the coffer?
In the northeastern part of the neighborhood. Where it's nearly crumbling into the river.
Thank you. We'll try to find it. Your friend Irene helped us find you. She wrote you this letter.
My darling Irene. A ray of sunshine in my dying days. How is she?
Don't you worry about your friend. The Alliance wanted to capture her so they could get to you, but we got her to safety. She's safe and sound aboard a Naut ship where the Alliance goons can't lay a finger on her. It's our friend Alvida's ship.
Oh, you did the right thing. She's so sweet. She doesn't deserve any trouble on my account. I am very grateful that you've helped her. At least, I can die in peace.
We'll look for the coffer and send you some help.
It's too late for that. The coffer is all that matters.
Hang in there, Jacquemus. The Enlightened can save you.
Not this time, Fausta. May he keep you all in his divine blessing. And don't forget
Tamam ya,
about
neden gelmiş bu?
the documents.
Almanlarına durdunuz.
Jacquemus? He's dead.
Ortalık kırılmış şuna bak.
The Alliance are doing everything to find. Jacquemus. I have no idea what he did, but
Yanlış yere mi geldik? Yok, burası işte. Neyse.
he's in a real pickle barrel.
Let's go back to the hospice quickly, in the hope he'll be there.
As much as I disliked you, you didn't deserve this, Jacquemus. What a waste. Now we've got to find your coffer so you didn't die in vain.
Of course he hid his precious coffer in the worst neighborhood in the city. And the northeastern part of the neighborhood has an even worse reputation. But I guess we don't have a choice. Time to go dig through in these filthy courtyards.
Do you think this is the coffer Jacquemus was telling us about?
It looks like it. I have to admit that I have an incredible urge to open it to see what is in it. I'm sure it's hiding all manner of villainous secrets that could prove themselves very useful. Don't tell me none of you have an itch to know more.
Don't do that. The information inside this coffer is extremely sensitive. And I'm certain that the Father Cardinal wouldn't appreciate us returning it to him open.
And there. The lock wasn't really that tough.
I told you to leave it closed. The Father Cardinal is not going to like us having read his documents.
Halt! Sorry to interrupt you, but you're going to have to give us that coffer. And let me be clear, this is not a request.
There is no way we're giving them this coffer. Jacquemus died to get it.
Either you hand it over to us, or you will be reported to the authorities for theft. I doubt that the Devesque family will appreciate that a savage and their companions have stolen from a diplomatic mission.
But you'd need to still be standing to complain to them.
You asked for this. To arms, my friends! Intruders! Watch out!
My armor is broken! I must remain focused.
My armor is ruined. May the enlightened be with... We've lost one of ours.
I must remain focused.
Kimizin kaldı? Neyse bakalım. Niye gidecek? Ya o kadın çok iyi. Ya şuna bak. Allah sana Sen bize geç. Ya hakem gözünü bakıyor.
I believe we have done all that we could in this sordid affair.
You want to continue exploring the place? Or should we return to see Poyas?
Let's return to the embassy. I regret to inform you that Jacquemus, your priest, died from the wounds the men from the Alliance gave him.
May the Malachor take them. Poor Jacquemus. I will miss him. I imagine you discovered he was meant to recover important documents from the Alliance?
Yes. Why did you let us think that Jacquemus was a simple priest when you knew he had embarked upon a perilous mission?
Even though I suspected that Jacquemus was in trouble, I never once thought his very life would be in danger. I had suspected it would be enough to simply put you on his trail, without implicating you in the political affairs of Thélème. I wasn't sure which way your feelings bent towards my nation. In my feeble defense, your group is quite varied in origin. One of you even belongs to the Alliance. At the time, I thought it would be better to not tell you too much. But that was a mistake, and I am sorry. The subject is closed. Did you recover the documents Jacquemus was seeking?
Yes, we recovered the documents.
I imagine you took a look at them.
Here they are.
I would have preferred that you'd left the coffer closed. I hope I can count on your discretion concerning its contents. All of this information that we've extracted from the Alliance gives us an advantage that could allow us to put a halt to their nefarious plans. In any event, I thank you for having brought them to me. Is there anything else you would like to talk to me about?
No. We've told you about all we found of importance.
Perfect. Your help has proven itself valuable. So in order to prove my gratitude, and to make amends for my guilty silence, I've requested that a fowler join your group with a supply of messenger birds. This will allow you to send and receive messages with the continent without risking the public aviaries.
I must admit that I'm a little surprised. Did Captain Alvida give her permission?
Of course. And believe me, you will soon come to appreciate the freedom offered by these feathered messengers. It goes without saying that I would be delighted to vouch for you, if you still want to meet the two great families of the congregation. You've done me an admirable service. I will not forget it.
Your recommendation would indeed be very helpful.
Consider it done. I will immediately send letters to the de Vesps and the Dorsays to inform them.
We shall leave, Your Excellency.
May the Enlightened watch over you, my children.
Nereye gidiyor?
Forgive my curiosity, but this is the first time I've met someone from your island.
All the latest fashions and our embroideries are utmost.
You received a message from the Master Librarian at the Great Library in Uxantis. He's asked to see us. His message was very vague. I wonder what he wants.
How very curious. I wonder why the Master Librarian would send for us. I guess we'll find out when we return to the island.
Greetings! You are Father Cardinal Pius's young friends. It's a pleasure to meet you. I see you're from TÜRKÇE. We really must find time to discuss your island. Please, forgive my prattling. I'm the ambassador of Serene here in the city. You asked to meet me.
That's right, Sir Dargenton. I was snatched from my island along with one of my friends several months ago, and taken to Alima by people from the Alliance.
How appalling. Please know that our nation does not approve of this kind of practice under any circumstances.
I'm glad to hear that. Today we are trying to return home. We have a ship, but as you know, such an expedition is costly.
To say the least. The creation of our trading post, New Serene, cost us a fortune.
We hoped that the Dorsey family would be able to finance this voyage. And of course, the ship could also carry cargo.
I appreciate that. And I want you to know that I sympathize with your situation. However, our ships are already prepared. And we generally try to minimize the number of passengers so as to carry as much merchandise as possible. It would be very difficult for me to convince the prince to sponsor a new expedition to TÜRKÇE.
Very difficult. But perhaps not impossible. What could we do to make it easier for you?
Well, I hesitate to even entertain this idea, especially as I wouldn't even know where to start. But as you have no doubt learned, the Dorseys are in perpetual competition with the de Vesps. For the moment, our family still governs the congregation. But this situation may not last. The de Vesps are always trying to shift the balance by strengthening their influence with other families and cities. I know they're up to something, but I don't know exactly what. If you were able to help us foil their plans, the prince would owe you a great debt and would be much more inclined to grant your request.
You do know I'm a de Vesp, don't you?
Yes. But if you're here and not at your uncle's palace, it means that, for whatever reason, you consider us more trustworthy.
I can understand why Claude d'Orsay made you his man in Peren. You're as clever as they say. I think I know what plan you're referring to, and I may have an idea on how to put a stop to it.
I'm delighted to hear it.
I'll tell you about it later, if you don't mind.
All right.
I'll leave you to think about it. Unless there's anything else you'd like to discuss.
We'll leave you to your work.
Thank you. Come back if you need my insights.
When we were speaking with Sir Dargenton, you said you had an idea that might be able to get us their help.
Yes, I did. You ought to know that my uncle has a twisted desire to assert our family's superiority over the other families. Over the Dorsey family in particular, of course. His dream is to prove that our family descends from a royal Astrian line. That would allow him to assert the antiquity of our family's nobility over all the others. And it would make us the rightful leaders of the merchant congregation.
I see. Do you think there's any proof of such a lineage?
If there is, it's waiting to be found at the bottom of some ruins. Trust me, my uncle will finance all the voyages you want in exchange for that kind of evidence. And the Dorseys would love to make it disappear. I've heard that my uncle's obsession has soared to new heights ever since he started a new archaeological dig. He's even brought in a specialist from the Alliance. That's how serious he is about this site.
So, are you suggesting that we go and participate in the dig and steal any evidence we can find?
Exactly. Then we could give it to whomever we think is most trustworthy. They'll all be so happy that I'm sure they'll agree to finance our trip.
Well, in that case, let's go to those ruins.
Lan bu şey de tuhaf ya. Neyse.